Missing the light. Here's a picture. Be true, be you. I thought of that saying 20 years ago. So, 6 slow-moving meditations, and then into the easy pose. Boom. But these are going to be a moving meditation. Yoga is a moving meditation. Meditation is where you're focusing on the breathing, 100% focusing on the breathing, and then boom, your mind and body becomes one. They dissolve into capital O, oneness. I was going to say 0, but it wouldn't make sense. Capital O, oneness. Actually, it wouldn't make sense. They dissolve into 0. They become nothing. Anyways, it's just like a sitting meditation, but you're moving. But as you're moving, you're still being still. Physically, you're moving. But if you're one with everything, whether you're sitting in corpse pose or moving, you realize that you are stillness. Yeah. And so everything's around you. Just think of how everything exists and you're part of everything. So if everything's moving this way, you're kind of moving that way, but you're really not individually moving within that. You're moving with it. That's what you're tapping into. Don't know if I explained that greatly, but that's it. So, 25 push-ups. And this is just for the core team, because I haven't been working out because the gyms are closed, and that's where I work out. So abs are engaged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Om, om, om. That makes it yoga. Om, om. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Om. All right. That's for me, actually. Since nobody watches these videos, that's for me. So this is number 318 days in a row doing yoga at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time. So, mountain pose. Don't worry about how to do these sun salutations. I'm going to lead you through every little teeny piece of it. So mountain pose, feet are shoulder width apart. Fix on that. Then bring the toes up. Toes go up. Spread the toes as wide as you can. And each toe touches the floor. One at a time. Shoulder width apart. It's proper balance. Knees are bent. Hips are tilted. Arms relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. Now you're going to position the body where the skeleton just stands. So you're going to find that balance. So you may have to bend the knees, bend the ankles a little bit, tilt the hips, relax your shoulders, lean back, lean forward. Find it for you. Everyone's going to look different. Don't try to match what you saw someone do online or in a magazine, any of that, or where you think you should be. Nope. It's about being in the present moment and being you. Be true, be you. This is essentially what you're learning on the yoga mat. Find that spot where the body just stands. No matter how it looks, you're finding that balance. All that other stuff irons out over time when you keep on doing it and doing it and doing it. And the mindset that you're gaining is acceptance. Accepting yourself. And then when you get off the yoga mat, you're accepting yourself. Accepting where you are, accepting circumstances. And that's where you begin. That doesn't mean you accept a circumstance that's negative. That's not what I'm saying. But you have to accept where you are first in order to handle it, to bring yourself out of it. Or it might be a job. And you're thinking, man, this job is terrible. This job sucks. But when you learn on the yoga mat, capital A, acceptance, you may think differently about that job and reinterpret it and think, man, this job is awesome. Or, yeah, this job does suck. This is where I am, and this is where I need to go. So, find that balance, the stability, the stillness, and then let that balance, the stability, the stillness transfer to the mind, allow the mind to become stable, allow the mind to become balanced, allowing the mind to become stability, stillness, balance, oneness, yoga. The mind and body become one because they both dissolve into balance, into stillness, into stability, into yoga, oneness. Palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Keep your awareness on the breathing. You focus on the breathing. You push the arms out, up and back. Inhale as much as you can. And then exhale. As you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back. And it's going to fall into ragdoll. So the ragdoll, arms dangling, head is dangling. And you're just letting the body fall where the body falls. You're just accepting where you are. Head dangles. Then with that tension in the lower back, just release it. Just accept. Focus on the breathing. Don't try to be somewhere. Let go of control. Bring the palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Pull yourself in and down, get all there out, push all there out. Then palms to the sides of the feet. The left leg is back into a low lunge. With a low lunge, the foot to the floor in the back, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward, diagonally back, arching, heads up. Inhaling, inhale as much as you can. And then release the breathing. And then just watch yourself breathe. Accepting where you are. Don't judge your pose. Once you're settled, you accept. You become one with the pose. And then high lunge, so curl the toes up in the back, knee goes up. Just for a second or so, we're using it as a transition pose. And then downward dog. Arms are straight. Legs are straight. Tailbones to the ceiling. Heels are towards the floor, pushing into it. Pushing. And then just accept and just watch yourself breathe. Release the tension in the neck. So the head dangles. Then you slide into the up dog, drop down to the knees. In the chest, you slide up. Tops of the feet are to the floor, palms are to the floor. Modify the pose how you have to. So modify, if you need to go down to small cobra, you go down to small cobra. So you're on your belly. Chest is off the floor. Palms are touching the floor, but you're not using them. You're not pushing up. They're just there. You're pulling up. The back muscles are pull muscles. Just watch yourself breathe. Then back to downward dog, pushing into it. Really push into it. Arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels are towards the floor. Watching yourself breathe. And then left foot is up between the hands. Left foot always goes back first. Left foot always goes up. Always think left foot. Left foot goes back, left foot goes up. That allows you to do both sides for the low lunge or the high lunge. Depends what you're doing. Now with the low lunge, top of the foot to the floor, the back knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is arching, head is up. Just watch yourself breathe. And curl the toes under the back, knee goes up, high line just for a second or so, and then standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down, get all the air out. All the air leaves, and then you release the breathing. Watch yourself breathe. The palms together. Reach out, up and back, inhale. Turn the palms out. Push the air down and out, exhale. Palms together, inhale. Exhale. Put yourself in and down. Forehead's going to the knees. Exhaling all the air out. Release the breathing. Then just watch yourself breathe. The left leg is back into a low lunge. Opening up. Inhaling. Remember, low lunge, top of the foot to the floor, the back, knees to the floor. Hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is arching, and watch yourself breathe. And just the high lunge for a second, and then downward dog. Well, that's less than a second, what I just did. Arms are straight, legs are straight, pushing into it. Get to the spot right before you feel like, hey, I shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, settle, accept, and just watch yourself breathe. And then you're going to slide into the upper dog, drop down to the knees and the chest, slide up, tops of the feet into the floor, palms into the floor. Inhaling, and then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. Back to downward dog, pushing into it. Really, really push into it. No tension in the neck, so the head dangles. Get all the air out. Then release the breathing and just watch yourself breathe. The left foot is up between the hands into a low lunge. With a low lunge, top of the foot to the floor, the back knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is arching, head is up. Inhaling. And then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. Then high lunge for a second or so. Then standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Get all the air out. Pushing all the air out. Then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. The palms together. Reach out. Up and back. Inhale. Then turn the palms out, push the air down and out, exhale. And 4 more. Inhale. Inhale as much as you can, and then exhale. Hinge forward from the lower back, back is straight, palms go to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs, pull yourself in and down. Get all the air out. Then release the breathing, and watch yourself breathe. The left leg is back into a low lunge. Opening up. Inhaling. And then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. Remember, it's all in meditation. Moving meditation. So downward dog, exhale, get all the air out. And then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. Slide into the upper dog, inhale. Inhale as much as you can, going into the pose as much as you can, and then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. So meditation, very important. Focus on the breathing. 100% focus on the breathing. Downward dog, exhale, get all the air out. Pushing into it, and then release the breathing And just watch yourself breathe. And then left foot is up between the hands into a low lunge. Inhaling, inhale as much as you can, going into the pose as much as you think you should. And then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. And then standing forward bend, pull yourself in and down, get all there out. Then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Then turn palms out, push air down and out, exhale. 3 more, inhale. Inhale as much as you can, going into the pose as much as you can, or think you should. And exhale, hinge forward, palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the leg. Pull yourself in and down, get all the air out. Then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. Left leg is back into a low lunge. With a low lunge, up the foot to the floor on the back, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is arching, head is up. Inhaling. And then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. You remember, you're going into these poses as much as you think you should. And then downward dog, exhale, get all the air out, pushing into it, arms straight, legs straight, elbows to the ceiling, heels are towards the floor, get all the air out. And then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. You can slide into the upper dog, drop down to the knees and the chest. You slide up, tops of the feet to the floor. Inhaling. Inhale as much as you can, going into the pose as much as you can, then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. And then back to downward dog. Pushing into it. Arms are straight, legs straight, elbows to the ceiling, heels are towards the floor, pushing into it. Get all the air out. Let the head down, no tension in the neck, and then release the breathing. And watch yourself breathe. Then left foot is up between the hands into a low lunge. With a low lunge, top of the foot to the floor on the back, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally, back is arching, head is up, inhaling. Going into the pose as much as you think you should, and then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. And then standing forward bend, pull yourself in and down, get all the air out. Pushing all the air out, going into the pose, pull yourself in and down, foreheads to the knees, and then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Turn the palms out, push the air down and out, exhale. 2 more, inhale. Going into the pose as much as you think you should, inhale as much as you can. Then exhale, standing forward bend, get all the air out. Pushing all the air out. Then release the breathing. And watch yourself breathe. Left leg is back into a low lunge, opening up, inhale. Inhale as much as you can. Going into the pose as much as you think you should. Then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. And then downward dog, exhale, get all the air out. Going into the pose as much as you think you should. Find that spot right before you feel, hey, I shouldn't go any further. Then release the breathing and just watch yourself breathe. Slide into the upper dog. Inhaling as much as you can, going into the pose as much as you think you should. Then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. Back to downward dog, exhale, get all the air out, pushing into it. Then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. Now left foot is up between the hands into a low lunge, opening up. Inhaling, then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. So all the meditation, focus 100% on the breathing. Standing forward bend, get all the air out, pull yourself in and down, get all the air out. Then release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Turn the palms out, push the air down and out, exhale. Last one, inhale. Focus only on the breathing. Exhale. Pull yourself in and down. Watching yourself breathe. Left leg is back, low lunge. Inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Upward dog, inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot is up, inhale, low lunge. Standing forward bend, exhale. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Turn the palms out. Push the air down and out, exhale. And then we're going to go to prayer pose. Nice and easy. We're not doing the sun salutation. We're just doing something similar. Just to get down to prayer pose. Left leg is back. Low lunge. Downward dog. Pushing into it. Left foot is up. Low lunge. Downward dog. Hands and knees. Flatten the feet. Walk yourself back. Do easy pose. I'm sorry, not easy pose. Prayer pose. Do easy pose so much I thought I was going on easy pose. So you stay at the back of the mat. I'm going to go in front. So I can be in front of the camera. And we're in the prayer pose. Thunderbolt pose. Don't want to call it the prayer pose, just call it the thunderbolt pose. And, like I've said before, this pose is powerful regardless if you believe in prayer or God, doesn't matter. Symbolically, in our culture, this pose symbolizes connecting to something other than yourself. That's what it symbolizes. Whether you believe that's happening or not, doesn't matter, because the symbolism is what's important. You're tapping into that importance. And there's something other than you. Yoga, we can call that the capital S if you like. Capital Self. Or, if you believe in God, capital G, God. Something higher than yourself. Something beyond your thoughts. Beyond who you think you are. So, in this pose, get back as straight as you can. Palms are to the thighs. Maybe they're down here. Maybe they're up here. I do this position, hand gesture. I just do this because it grounds me. That's what I learned 20 years ago. Some people do this. In Muslim, we do this. Right? One God. That's what that means. If you're Christian, you do this. What do Christians do? They do that. Actually, Muslims do this. Catching the blessings. All symbolism. Very powerful. But we're just going to go into it as a yoga routine. Let go of all the thinking, all the philosophy, all the theology. Just be. And we're going to do 2 minutes of watching yourself breathe. You do that by focusing on the belly. As you inhale, the belly expands with air. When you exhale, the belly goes in. You're already breathing naturally, so you just want to watch that. And what'll happen, most likely, is you'll start to control it. And you realize, hey, I'm controlling it. Just let go and watch your breathing. Again, you're already breathing automatically. Just watch it. And what'll happen, most likely, is you'll start to think about coffee, school, work, kids, wife, husband, whatever. And then you'll realize, hey, I'm watching myself breathe. You realize that, just bring your focus back to watching yourself breathe. Now, you can bring your focus to the tip of the nose and watch the air go in and out. Either one, whatever you pick, just stick with it for 2 minutes. Get my stopwatch. Timer, 2 minutes. Watch yourself breathe. And the palms together, close to the heart center. So that is number 318 YouTube Live yoga routine. So I will see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. So namaste, peace and love.